Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to Stellaris, playing as the Cult of Pravus. It is the year 2341, and the mid-game crisis still has not fired. It's not guaranteed to fire, I think. It is certainly possible that nothing happens, but, yeah, here we are, 41 years after the potential start date and nothing's happened. So I'm getting impatient, and I'm going to take this as a sign from the gods of the void that this galaxy needs a crisis, and that crisis is going to be me. We are going to become the crisis and bring death at a galactic level. That is my new plan. All right, so the crisis is kind of fun. A little broken, but pretty fun. So if we go to the crisis here, we have a new mechanic called Menace. And as we destroy enemy ships and star bases, conquer worlds, vassalize empires, and so on, we start gaining Menace. The more Menace you have, the more tiers of crisis you are going to progress, and each tier comes with different perks. For example, purging all species regardless of your ethics. And very, very quick purging. That's a thing. Or subjugation acceptance, sure. Special types of ships that are really powerful and only take minerals to build, not alloys. You can get 50% extra ship weapon damage. Lots of fun stuff at each tier, and we'll look at some of this. But then you get to tier 5. Become an existential threat. Anyone in the galaxy can declare war on you at that point. Everyone will absolutely hate you, but who cares? Because by this point, we should be so powerful that we start destroying entire star systems trying to harvest dark matter so we can build an engine that will literally destroy the entire galaxy. Permanent death for my death cult. Yep, I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Takes a long time to do, though. So jump cuts are going to be absolutely crucial for me. The first thing to do is probably, one, make sure we get this L cluster back under control and start subjugating all the other empires, all the vassals, all the conquering, all the things. Doesn't really matter what. I'm also kind of tempted to say maybe we should just go ahead and get ourselves like a planet cracker. You know, we could go for the Colossus project. And this is actually, I think, worth a fair bit of menace, so sure. Let's go ahead and get the Colossus project, which is going to allow us to start exploring entire planets rather than conquering them. That seems pretty solid. And then what do we want for our last thing? I mean, Galactic Contender is only going to be good if we fight more fallen empires, which I'm not sure we're going to do. Executive Vigor would be pretty helpful. I'm not sure what we want to do with this last one yet. Guess we could work on Galactic Wonders, but I guess I would say why bother? We're going to destroy this galaxy, so these wonders seem pointless to me. I'm going to hold on to this last perk for a little bit, because I'm not too sure what I want to do with it. It might be Grasp the Void. It could be Defender of the Galaxy if something changes, but probably not. Believe it or not, Interstellar Dominion is tempting just so I can get claims for a bit cheaper, but usually is a pretty low-tier pick. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and start mobilizing our forces. We need to destroy empires and vassalize whoever we can get our filthy paws on. Oh, here we go. The universe shall tremble. For a long time, we cultists have known that we are meant for greater things, that our destiny was nothing less than the fate of the universe itself. Over the last couple of years, this notion has grown stronger to the point where we can no longer be denied that great change is coming for our cultist society. In fact, we stand on that precipice right now. The galaxy may not be ready for our inevitable dominion, but the cult of Pravus is ready for the galaxy. We will be misunderstood, we will be opposed, but we will not be stopped.
Situation.
Oh, yes. I mean, I like the way this is sounding already. All right, we are officially a menace. I can start purging the crud out of people. Though I am pretty sure that assimilating pops counts for menace as well. And as psychics, I think that counts for us assimilating them to become psychic themselves. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Let's not forget to go ahead and start the Colossus project. This is going to take me about 2 years to do and a lot of engineering research, but that's fine. The ability to destroy a planet is not insignificant, and I would like to make use of that. Let's also go get rid of these marauders too and stuff. These guys shouldn't be around anymore. I want them dead. That'll be nice. They also got a lot of ships to destroy, so that should be worth a fair bit of menace on top of everything else. And then, yeah, I think we probably start with the Archivists and maybe this corporation, or certainly destroy this guy. He's only got one planet left, so vassalizing and or destroying him is easy. And then this guy's the one who's got a lot. This is where I want to use the Colossus project to just go ahead and start destroying planets, because I don't like this guy. He's going to have too much to conquer. It's just going to be a pain in the patootie. Ah, okay, Colossus project is done. So this is going to be our glorious planet cracker, huh? Oh, I should have called this one the Banhammer. That would have been way more fun. Oh well, this thing's pretty good. Very weak ship in the sense that it can't survive in combat like at all. Very powerful ship in that if you can get it up to an enemy planet, you can just blow it up, which is pretty good. So of course we're going to call it the Judgment class. All right, seems about perfect. So yeah, we'll want to build at least one of these if we can. I think you can only ever have one. Might be wrong on that. Can we build it at the Mega Shipyard? Answer is yes, we absolutely can. Alrighty, let's go ahead and build one of those up. We're also making some progress on the Strategic Coordination Center. So if we can build this out a bit more, we'll get even more naval capacity, as well as a load more star bases and such. Well, that seems useful. Okay, seems like I got plenty more star bases than I know what to do with. This is a good sign. We like that. Alright, let's see how well we fare against these wildlings. I can't imagine this is going to be too tough for me. Pew, 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 pew. All this stuff goes boom. We're going to take out these star bases. Alright, so we're definitely taking a lot out. Let's go to Crisis. Yep, we're definitely getting some menace now. In fact, we're not even that far off of becoming level 2. Haven't even done anything yet. This is gonna be easy. Oh boy, this almost isn't even fair. These wildlings had no idea what was gonna hit them, and I get freaking points for every one of these I destroy. Ridiculous. Why have I been worried about these guys for so long? I don't know, but these banhammers are crushing them. That's right, get banned, suckers! Well, that takes care of the Zaxoid wildlings. That is what we call pathetic. Come on, give me more of a challenge than that. All right, well, that was worth almost 2,400 menace. It's something, I'll take it. Ah, good. We're also finishing up some crucial gateways, which will make it really fast for me to get around now. And we just destroyed the crystal, gigantic crystal right here. So now we have access to crystal forged plating, which I don't think we have researched automatically. Could be wrong on that, no. So it's better than the crystal infused plating. So we're actually going to be able to get even better hull points. Oh, some more dark matter over here, too. Yeah, so we need a gargantuan amount of dark matter. It helps that I have some being produced in a few spots already. We are producing 3 right now, nowhere near enough. I need something on the order of, like, what is it, 120,000 dark matter in order to destroy the galaxy? It's something like that. We'll have ways of getting more, don't you worry. Okay, we have a Colossus, which means we have a couple of options here. I can demand these guys become my vassals, or we could just go ahead and declare total war and see if we can destroy them out entirely. Wipe them out, existential expulsion? That sounds like a lot of fun. Not sure if that's necessarily what I want, though. What about imposed inclusion? That could be a thing. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an option. Is that what we want to do? I guess it's kind of a more fun subjugation thing that we'll have to fight the corporation and the union all at the same time. All right, sure, let's go ahead and bring them into the fold. We're gonna do imposed inclusion. I declare war upon you. All right, we have 4 massive fleets and a world cracker and everything else. Let's go ahead and start making our push. Now let's see, looks like we're gonna get to try out our planet cracker for the first time. Yeah, that's right. Spin that on up. Oh god, this world has no idea what's gonna happen. Hey, look up in the sky. There's this weird little glowy, spinny thing of death. It looks like a garbage disposal. And then suddenly, boom! They're all gonna die horrible, horrible deaths. Oh man, firing weapon. Takes days to fire the weapon all the way through to the planetary core. And there we go. We have cracked it. Officially destroyed our first planet. Oh, come on, guys. That's got to be worth a whole lot of menace, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. There's a lot of menace. There's a lot of menace. I guess there's no reason not to go ahead and become the Crisis Level 2 at this point. Let's just go ahead. It only takes about a month of society research, and that'll unlock the next set of perks. Great prospect. Oh, there we go. All right, so what do we have now? We have extra damage to all star bases and practically no war exhaustion. Not to mention, we now have access to the menacing corvettes, which are, these are the guys right down here, which come with pretty decent, okay-ish weapons, but notice how cheap they are. That's the real kicker about these suckers. You can just punch out a ton of these ships for only minerals. We are Legion. I am? Oh, okay. Good lord, these guys are so pathetic. They can't do anything against me. We're just slaughtering everything, destroying planets for fun. All right. Well, we actually technically now have enough menace in our crisis that we could get all the way to level 5. So I think the next thing to do is go ahead and start spending some science and continue working our way up. Once you get to level 5, that's about the point where everyone starts to hate you and you're incapable of, like, joining in on the galactic community and just about everything else. So I should be at least moderately careful about jumping to that right away. But yeah, once we get to level 3 and level 4, I'm pretty sure we're going to get minus 1,000 opinion with the entire galaxy. The good news is I don't rely on any allies, so it's not even going to hurt me. Except now I'm also being threatened by a fallen empire. Right, the radishes are angry with me, huh? Okay. Remind me, Europe over here? Okay. So you could technically attack my vassal and stuff, but you're not necessarily next to me right away. And I sure as heck am not going to let myself be humiliated by you. I mean, good lord. Well, they're equivalent, actually, in fleet power. Holy crud. Really? Wow. Well, the only real threat in the galaxy, and here they are, huh? Right, well, I refuse to be bullied. They are now attacking me, I think? Or at least they're about to. Yeah. Well, that's great. New crisis perks. Menacing destroyers are now a thing. That's good. And also, it looks like the other Fallen Empire is angry with me and trying to tell me to knock it off. Right, okay. Well, we have officially reached the point where the Fallen Empires care about me. And given that at least one of them is equivalent, these guys are inferior, I don't think it's a bad idea to go ahead and spend my final perk here on Galactic Contenders, so we do 33% extra damage to all Fallen Empires. I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. They're the only real threat to me in the game right now, and by threat, I mean like very moderate threats, but they are technically threats. Though it'll get a lot easier to deal with them once I get to Galactic Nemesis level 4 for 50% extra weapons damage, because, I mean, yeah, that's just freaking ridiculous, right? So, let's go to our situation log, and let's go ahead and spend 4 months getting up to level 4. 50% more damage on all these ships means I'm going to be unstoppable. I'm going to try to clean these guys up as fast as I can, but we may want to consider, pretty soon anyway, sending a couple of fleets down here and getting ready to go and fight any Fallen Empires if they attack me. These guys and these guys in particular do come to mind. I might even want to attack them myself, because if they attack me, then I am pretty sure, if we win the war, we just gain influence, and I have no need for influence. So, I don't know. This could be a thing. Total war seems like a terrible idea. I can't demand these guys become my vassals. I think what we'll go ahead and do is just go ahead and spend a whole bunch of influence to do this. Can we declare rivalry first? Yes. So we'll do that. Then we're going to go ahead and make some claims. It should be a little bit cheaper now. My goal being to just take all their systems because, well, Fallen Empires are usually pretty good, and I want to own it. Darn it. Alright, these guys did decide to attack me after all.
Hostile fleets detected.
Alright. Well, that's not what I wanted. I was actually literally just about to say let's declare war because I have my ships in position. So, I don't know by the end of this war, as far as status quos and stuff are concerned, will we get to take anything? I'm gonna go with probably not. So this might end up being a giant waste, but we can at least smash the Fallen Empire so we know that they're not gonna be a threat in the future. Not as exciting as I might have liked, but it is what it is, and at least we're in position to actually go deal with them. Oh, we never actually... darn it. I thought I had done the merge request to become a level 4 crisis, but apparently not. Alright, well, he's sending a fleet after me. So, this actually could get semi-dangerous. I need some more reinforcements to arrive, though in at least a couple of months, we're about to get a 50% damage boost. I kind of need this fleet to actually arrive here. It does take a while for any ships to arrive, unfortunately. Let's see. Let's just stick at a distance for a second. Nope, no, no, no. Juggernaut. No, no, no. Oh, God.
Spaceport lost.
Right. Juggernaut's running in is not what I wanted to see. Okay. Well, the good news is it looks like we might be saving our Juggernaut. Okay, we lived.
Spaceport lost.
Oh, that got closer than it should have. All because of this very unfortunate timing. 1 month is all I would have needed had I not messed that up. But the good news is, I think I lost ultimately very little, and he just lost 150,000 fleet power, which I'm pretty sure is most of his. I could be wrong on that. Nah, he probably has at least twice that, but you get the point. Done a lot of damage all of a sudden. So now, let's go start taking his stuff. The good news is, we are very, very good at attacking this Fallen Empire. I mean, we have so much damage, not only to star bases, but just sort of them in general. Plus 30% to them, plus 50% damage on all sources, plus 30% more on star bases. I mean, as scary as the Fallen Empire star bases are, like, just kind of from all the bonuses I'm getting, we do something closer to, like, 150,000 power fleet probably does more like... I don't know if it actually counts the 50%, but it should do something like an extra 60-ish% damage to these stations once you factor in all the other additive bonuses, if I'm doing my math right. Which is obviously ludicrous and extremely powerful. I'll give these Fallen Empire credit. It is certainly putting up a fair bit of a fight. They're basically just running around and burning a lot of my territory. Hello? Oh, come on! Now? Now the mid-game crisis decides to fire. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. All right, well, this is going to be a really bit fun now, all of a sudden. Okay, so they're just running around and burning a lot of stuff down over this direction. Not like it's looking like it's going very far. We are currently occupying pretty much all of their world, so they're not going to last all that much longer. So, the Great Khan, huh? Great Khan, you say? Where would that Great Khan be? Is it you guys? Hi, these guys. You know. Okay. Right. Well, my vassals are all of a sudden in a heck of a lot of trouble. These guys are going to have a fair bit of fleet power, but you know what? They're not any more dangerous than a fallen empire at this stage of the game, so I think we're still completely fine and we don't have a lot to worry about. Okay, I think we might be ready to finally end one of these wars. Let's go ahead and achieve this, and Dodoinkus. So these guys are now going to become my vassals, or at least this one will. I don't remember what the other one. Let's see. Our vassals have entered into wars. Let's just see. I don't think these guys are actually my vassal, are they? No, they are not. That's fine. We didn't really demand subjugation of them. They have literally 2 planets left. So I guess what I do at that point is literally just make claims on both of these. And the next time that we're able to go to war, we just siege both of those down, and then I'll have all this territory as a vassal, which I can integrate for very, very, very cheap in the future. Now we focus all of our attention on the Fallen Empire, and to that extent, I do need to bring some additional troops to bear up against the capital, because their capital world is the one that's going to be giving me a lot of trouble. So let's go ahead and send some reinforcing armies. I kind of wish that I had a fleet available as well. We could certainly try to help with this. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but if they're still feeling like they can't siege this world even with about 6,000 combined army power, maybe we can go ahead and start bombarding their capital world. That would certainly work. We haven't done any bombardments yet this entire game, have we? Yeah, that's the way to go. And here we go. One gigantic assault on the Ecumenopolis. Oh, wow. That's actually a really, really good capital world, too. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit painful, but we have so much army power, I have a hard time believing that we're not going to win, even with only 9 combat width. Just like that. Okay, so that takes care of all that nonsense, and we can go ahead and demand all of their territory, which is about to create a lot of admin cap issues, I think, and the game seems to be crashing. There we go. Alright, so this is all mine. We just took over some unbelievably good planets, including, apparently, 1,000 trade power. Holy frick. How is that even possible? I don't even know. Yep, dimensional fabricators, class 4 singularities, fortresses, affluent centers, nourishment centers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got some really good worlds here. Woo, this is gonna be fun. 187 pops too. Jeezums. Okay, so with that taken care of, we now need to turn our attention to the Khan, who is currently rampaging through my vassal's territory. I'd even be tempted to go ahead and say, let's just integrate these guys because it's getting cheaper all the time, but we'll worry about that later. Let's just go ahead and start repositioning our ships, take advantage of the gateways and the wormholes, which, by the way, this Rikasar's Maw appears to be free for the taking now, which is convenient. And then we'll go ahead and destroy these guys now. I'm the only crisis this galaxy needs! No one else can even slightly compare! There we go. It actually was really shockingly fast getting all these fleets together. Having good gateways in the right position makes all the difference in the world. Alright, so what's the easiest way to do this? I think we start by everybody going over here to Rikasar's Maw, and then I start dividing up some forces. There we go, we're already in position. My gosh, this really is extremely fast. So let's see, we will take the Juggernaut plus, let's say, these 3 fleets together to go up this way, and then we'll take both of you and see what's the fastest way to get up over here. It looks like the fastest way to do anything is actually going to be making use of some jumps. So let's go ahead and pop back through the gateway, then through a different gateway, then up to this gateway, and then we'll go back over here. So how strong are they? They got 22,000 fleet power there, and that's kind of all I know about. These guys are gonna be easy! Who's even worried? Oh goody, the corporation that I weakened just joined in a federation because they're super duper weak and looking for defense. Fine, I've hated this consciousness for most of the game anyway. Guess I'll have to kill them next time too. Ugh. You know, at this point, I'm inclined to say screw it. Who cares? Let's just go ahead and become the next level of the crisis. The only problem with becoming the tier 5 crisis is I believe pretty much the entire galaxy declares war on you. Which isn't that bad, believe it or not, except I want to make sure that I have plenty of strong bastions in position And at least some of these neighbors are going to need to die, like this Grand Duchy, for example. Am I worried about the corporation? No. But take this guy out of here so he's not on my borders, then we just let our bastions do our job, and then we just sit back and gather up all the dark matter. That's what I would prefer to do. Oh, oops. So I reached into the shroud and was like looking around and just kind of doing my thing. And then I guess I kind of got into the minds of this other fallen empire and they're kind of peeved at me. Well, the good news is I've already got my fleets in position, so if I so desire, I mean, you only got 5 planets. I could take you out, no problem. Bring it, buddy, bring it. Oh, would you look at this? The Khan's not completely dead. They actually had a little bit sneak by over here. Oh, oops. I was about ready to go and attack the fallen empire, but I guess we have a little bit more time on our hands. Stand by. Let's go and stomp these guys out. How did you even get over here? Oh, there's a wormhole. Oh. Yeah, admittedly, that does slightly complicate the situation. Getting over here is suddenly looking a little bit tougher. Ugh. You know what? It's someone else's problem. Let them go deal with the Great Khan. I don't even care. It took me a long time, but I finally got all the influence that I need to go ahead and attack these guys. Let's see. We'll be claiming all 6 planets. And yeah, we might as well go ahead and use the Conquer claim rather than go for the Colossus, which means that when they spread around, they'll just go ahead and start taking my land. Who wants that? So, we're going to go ahead and declare war.
War declared. Cruel.
Alrighty, who's ready to fight the only other fallen empire in the game? Me. Also, I already know that they have a whole bunch of ships that were just parked over here, which means we are going to obliterate these fools before they're even ready to do anything. They're very dead.
Fleet last.
Check it out. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, now it's time to go over here. So they're going to continue doing their thing over here. They're just going to, you know, sit around with 80,000 somewhat fleet power, but who cares? I can obliterate everything in sight. This is going to be super duper easy. We should probably get ourselves some more admirals. Yeah, ship fire rate. Sure, why not? Let's just stack up even more power, because we're already not firing so freaking fast. Brrr, you can't do anything. Can't do a thing. Oh my gosh, it is just ridiculous watching this. They just sent like a 90,000 fleet power thing after me, and it just was obliterated in the blink of an eye. Like a hot knife through butter. What can they do? They can't do anything. They're just doomed. Oh my gosh, we have way too many stupid modifiers. I mean, it's glorious, don't get me wrong, but holy crud is this overpowered. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm learning here is that, you know, Death Cult is good. If you can get over... Oh, Caesar's Viral Cond. What? What happened? Something happened. I don't... Oh, they took over one of my planets. Ah, well, anyway. Yeah, it turns out that if you can get over the fact that you just don't have enough population for a lot of the game, you can kind of utterly obliterate these guys. The extra fire rate just means you are going to be in a pretty good position for, like, the entire game. It's just so OP. Death Cult's amazing. Oh, and apparently the Great Khan is actually dead. 2 of them, in fact. Right. Well, I mean, they're still here and doing their thing, but I guess someone actually managed to beat them? That's not me? It's kind of impressive, actually. That's fine. I mean, I didn't really want to deal with these guys anyway. I got more important things to worry about. As soon as we are done with this war, what we're going to do is go for level 5 crisis, and I think that means the entire galaxy is going to despise me, but this is something I am willing to accept if it means godlike power. Oh, the Khan thing is over. Okay, so they actually have a new Khan who apparently is more interested in stability, which means the mid-game crisis is officially over and a new nation has been born. Hilarious! I could demand that you submit yourself, Great Khan. If I cared. I don't. At the end of the day, I don't. Well, we can go ahead and end this war. Let's go ahead and do that. Send the offer, take over all their planets, say goodbye to these losers, and we are going to be the proud owner of another fallen empire. There it is. All right. Shielded world. Well, hello. Hang on. So the remnant is gone. That's good. Shielded world, that barrier is coming down for science? Sure, why not? Do you want us to grovel? Growl? I think that's supposed to be grovel, by the way. Never, says the radish. You're all very dead. All right, well, that is another major victory for me. Let's go to the situation log, and let's tear apart the fabric of reality. It should only take me a few months, and the entire galaxy is basically going to hate me. There we go. The end is nigh. This day marks the beginning of the final chapter. We have now a plan on how to tear open the barrier between worlds and let energies of the Shroud become one with our universe, ultimately granting the Cult of Pravus powers beyond reckoning. That sounds like something I want. I also am now able to build this new mobile space fortress called a Star Eater, which is pretty much exactly what you would think it is. It is basically something that destroys and devours stars for dark matter. Also, the entire galactic community has just declared us a galactic crisis and have declared war on me. Yep, so we're now fighting the entirety of the galaxy. Everyone is united against me in this one. That's going to be fun to deal with. But this is also one of the reasons I've been building gateways in a few strategic locations to try and be able to reinforce my galaxy holdings a little bit faster. Let's see, we do not need to be selling quite this many consumer goods, not that I'm feeling very worried about it. Okay, so now we're at war with everybody, and now comes that final stage where I need to start making use of my Star Eaters to start building up something called the Etherophasic Engine. Yep, it's a mega structure around the star of my capital world. Where is that? Right over here. And there it is. Beautiful. 20,000 dark matter is needed before we can even build the first stage, and this is going to go up in cost a lot. All the time. So here come the Star Eaters to help along with that. Dark matter storage limit is increased. 2 Star Eaters have just appeared, and each one has 50,000 fleet power, which is pretty good, as you might imagine. So what we're going to do now is go to various different parts of the galaxy and start, you know, devouring stars. Like this one. Crack the star. There you go. What about this other one? Let's see. You're a Star Eater. Why don't you come over here and crack the star? I mean, I could do it in my own territory, but then you lose the border control here. Which I guess is fine. I mean, if you don't care about having extreme border gore, but we also have a lot of free stars over here that no one's touching, so I guess we go ahead and do that. All right, so now begins the mass mobilization against, yeah, the entirety of the galaxy. The good news is, everyone is weak compared to me, and I'm not even sure they can break through a fully upgraded bastion. This is gonna be fun. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed. So that I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.